What if the reason your finances are not moving has nothing to do with how much you pray, and everything to do with what nobody in church ever taught you? Give me the next few minutes. This will change how you see money forever. Let me describe you for a second. You are not lazy. You are not careless with money. You genuinely love God, and you genuinely believe He is a provider. But every month feels like a battle. The bills come before the breakthrough. The needs always seem to outrun the supply. And you have watched people who do not even pray living more comfortably than you. And that thought alone makes you feel guilty for even noticing. You have sown seeds. You have stood on Malachi 3:10. You have declared Deuteronomy 8:18 over your life. And yet, the account still looks the same. And deep down, a question has been growing that you dare not say in church. Is something wrong with me? Or is something wrong with what I was taught? I want to tell you something right now before we go any further. Nothing is wrong with you. But something is wrong with what most of us were taught about money and faith. And today, we are fixing it with the Word of God. The two lies that have kept you stuck. Most believers grew up with one of two messages about money. The first one sounds holy. It says, money is dangerous. Wanting more is greed. Suffer quietly, and God will reward you in heaven. The truly spiritual person does not care about financial things. So you internalized that. You stopped dreaming. You called your financial ceiling contentment. You spiritualized your lack and told yourself it was virtue. The second message sounds exciting. It says, name it and claim it. Sow a seed and receive 100-fold return. Your breakthrough is coming. Just give more and believe bigger. So you gave, and you believed, and you waited. And when the 100-fold did not come, you blamed yourself. Maybe your faith was too small. Maybe you missed something. And now, you are not just financially stuck. You are spiritually confused on top of it. Here is the truth. Both of those messages are wrong. And Proverbs 38:9 says something neither of them will tell you. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is my portion. Not poverty, not excessive wealth. Enough, managed wisely, so that you stay dependent on God rather than desperate or arrogant. That is the baseline. Not a formula, not a miracle shortcut. Wisdom applied to what is already in your hand. What Jesus actually said. Jesus talked about money more than he talked about heaven and hell combined. Think about that for a moment. He was not avoiding the subject. He understood that how you relate to money reveals everything about what you actually trust. Matthew 6:24, you cannot serve both God and money. Notice he did not say you cannot have money. He said you cannot serve it.
There's a difference between money being a tool in your hand and money being the thing that controls your decisions, your identity, and your peace of mind. The rich young ruler was not told his wealth was sinful. He was told, go and sell everything. Because for him specifically, his possessions owned him more than he owned them. That was his heart condition. Jesus diagnosed him personally. But Zacchaeus, also wealthy, encountered Jesus and gave half his possessions to the poor. And Jesus said salvation had come to his house. He did not tell Zacchaeus to give everything. Same Jesus, two different people, two different diagnoses. Which means the issue has never been the money. It has always been your heart's relationship to it. The real reason you are stuck. Now here's where I need you to stay with me, because this is the part that nobody preaches. The reason most believers stay financially stuck is not spiritual, it is practical. And practical problems have practical solutions. The first reason, nobody taught you how to actually manage money. The church taught you to tithe. Nobody taught you to budget. Nobody taught you debt reduction, saving, or how to build something. So you leave church motivated, but completely unequipped. Proverbs 24:3 says, by wisdom a house is built. Not by prayer alone, by wisdom, applicable, learnable, practical wisdom. The second reason, you are running a money script you inherited from your family. Before you were 10 years old, you had already absorbed your deepest beliefs about money, from watching how your parents handled bills, from hearing we can't afford that as a permanent identity, not a temporary situation, from watching someone you loved self-sabotage every time they got ahead. And now, without realizing it, you are repeating those patterns as an adult. Romans 12:2 says, Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That renewing includes your money beliefs, not just your theology. The third reason, you are waiting for God to make the uncomfortable thing comfortable before you move. But that is not faith. That is fear, dressed up in spiritual language. James 2:17. Faith without works is dead. The business idea you have been sitting on for 2 years. The skill you have never fully offered to anyone. The conversation about your debt you have been avoiding. Faith moves first. The feeling catches up later. The model that changes everything. Matthew 25, the parable of the talents. 3 servants, different amounts given to each. 2 invested and doubled what they had. 1 buried his out of fear. The master did not celebrate the ones who received the most. He celebrated the ones who were faithful with what they already had. And the one who buried his talent out of fear, who played it safe, who waited for better conditions, who hoarded instead of stewarded, had even what he was given taken away. This is the model. Faithfulness with little is the qualification for access to more. Not declaring more, not praying for more, being faithful with what is already in your hand right now. So let me ask you directly, what is already in your hand? A skill nobody has fully seen, an idea you keep dismissing, an income, however small, that could be managed differently starting today, a relationship that could open a door if you were intentional about it. Stewardship begins where you are, not where you wish you were. The truth you need to leave with. Deuteronomy 8:18. It is God who gives you the ability to produce wealth, not the account balance, the ability, the creativity, the wisdom, the strength, the gift. It is already inside you. God put it there before you were born. But ability without action is just potential, and potential without stewardship is just a buried talent. God is not withholding from you. He is not punishing you. He is waiting for you to pick up what He already placed in your hand and do something faithful with it. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start today. The blessing is not coming to find you sitting still. It is waiting on the other side of the move you have been afraid to make. Drop a comment below and tell me honestly, which of those 3 reasons hit closest to home for you? Someone else needs to read your answer today. Share this with someone who is financially stuck and spiritually confused. They have been waiting for this truth. Subscribe, because every week we bring the word into the real places where faith has to work on Monday morning, not just Sunday. The ability is already in you. Use it.